Going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here. Here we are to the real meat and potatoes of the basics in the Beast Machines line. Another Battle for the Spark, I think is what it was called, figure, where you did something like you find the Spark Crystal, and then you figure out what it does to manipulate the figure. This is Battle Unicorn, and a few reviews back, I had mentioned about Armyable Maximals, and this is my go-to Armyable Maximal. I want to say... Well, first of all, I guess let's go into some fiction. During the Universe comic, Battle Unicorn was part of the Maximal Elders, I believe. Well, I think it was him. I'm pretty sure. Could have been Magnus Stampede, but I'm almost positive it was Battle Unicorn. I want to say Magnus Stampede. You know what? I don't know anything about Magnus Stampede. I'll double back around to him when I review him because I really like this mold. But I want to say... At some point, I think it was in whenever FunPub did Wrecker's Part 2 finale, rather. They had kind of made him an armyable character. So I'm on a mission to get 10 of them. I have 2 so far. And he's very expensive. He went up in value kind of almost out of nowhere. I got one in 2014, I think, and I paid probably 10 or 15 bucks for it. Now they're, hovering around $30 to $45, somewhere in that general area. It's nuts. It's crazy. It kind of bums me out because, like I said, he'd be the most expensive troop, the only troop builder I would ever do. But other than that, he's cast mostly in this translucent blue plastic. You got a little bit of translucent red with the horn and the hoofs, so it's really cool. He's got a nice gunmetal paint job and it's almost like got a silver fleck to it, but it's definitely gunmetal. And it even breaks up here on the nose of the unicorn with the yellow eyes. For the gimmick, and of course he's got the chrome, I guess, mane, if you would. For the gimmick, you would take this, and you would... if you let go of this piece, you would turn it, and he can headbutt, or charge, or do whatever. I want to say there's a way to get this to where it locks in, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't know if that's it. Maybe this is how I'm supposed to do it. Yeah, okay, that definitely looks a lot more like it's supposed to. There we go. I just had it mistransformed. Alright, so you would do that, I guess? I don't know. Now I'm messing it all up. Typical. So anyways, that's that. That's, as far as gimmicks go. And he's probably got the most interesting transformation of all the basics. At least I think. And of course, I'm biased, man. I really do like this little guy. He's got heels and toes for days, but really cool. And I guess I should say with all translucent transformers, watch yourself, because again, this is definitely one you don't want to break, especially if you're trying to army build them. But hopefully you're not. Only I should army build them. As a matter of fact, it's a terrible figure and none of you should buy it. Hopefully the value goes down a little bit. I don't know. Anybody out there who has a excess of battle unicorns, hit me up and don't ask me to pay $40 to $45 a piece for them, please. I mean, at this point I'm desperate. I guess I would either way. It's kind of the only options, right? So what I think's funny is he got a little horn for his, got a little butt tail, little bitty tail. I mean, if you want to call that a tail, it's definitely and it's kind of twisted up like a little cartoon poop. I think it's cute. Let's see. There's supposed to be a way to transform. Well, herein lies one of the issues. Is that this piece likes to fall. Manipulating it causes it to kind of come off of this little bar here. I kind of wish it was more of a secure thing. Let's see if I can hold that. Nope. Come on. Don't make me pause it. Alright, so after 15 minutes of struggle, you finally get that thing back on there. It's just, man, I wish it was I don't know, it really couldn't be a pin through sort of thing. Well, I guess it could if it was, anyways, let's not Oh my god, okay, I thought it came off again and I was about to lose it. So anyways, those little shoulder pads, they can be somewhat problematic, but overall they're not too terrible. And for what it's worth, I did have this. Like, this will rotate independently. I want to say, yeah, whenever, at least whenever it's in this configuration. Like, I think once it lines up with the horse head, that's whenever it catches, I guess. But yeah, it will kind of move independently on its own, so you can get it where you need to. But I don't think it's ever really supposed to move from that position. So I want to say I had it in horsey mode wrong, because you're supposed to be able to just move this around like this, and then, yeah, you would just kind of wiggle it that way. But it can move because it's just held in by a pin. And for whatever reason, this one, I thought I grabbed the better of the two, but this one does give me some issue as far as pegging together and staying together. But again, translucent plastic, I mean, it's kind of what I expect out of it, I think, at this point. What's interesting is I handled the hard copy briefly, and it was like it had a whole different setup as far as this area coming together. Like, these pieces were just completely different. Matter of fact, there were several pieces that were completely different, but that's neither here nor there. I don't have it here to show it off to talk about it, but overall, I kind of wish they would have kept that other design. But let's see. You can get this, you can fold that in, you can fold that up, you can rotate that around, you can do whatever it is you want to. I think it was like this, but if you want to, you can do whatever you want with this. As far as storage goes, you can kind of achieve that. You would just sort of, maybe it goes in this way. Yeah, it'll kind of hang on that way. I think maybe fold that down. Yeah, there we go. It'll kind of squeeze in there like that, and it's a tight enough fit. You may risk scratching that chrome if that's something that frightens you. Obviously, don't do it. Or, of course, you can get him to hold it. And I have it stored away on my Magna Stampede, but I have both of my battle unicorns wielding their crazy battle axe. So, pretty cool. These little ball joints in here like to pop off somewhat frequently. They're not loose or anything. It's just when you get to moving things around and manipulating them, they will do that. The shoulder pads, for the most part, stay static. However, you can manipulate them to a certain extent. Again, it's up to you. I do like I wish the little spikes ended up on the front, but unfortunately, I mean, they were on the front in beast mode, so I guess it makes sense for them to be smooth and on the back in robot mode. And like I said, he's got these little ball jointed heel/toes, so you can do that. And of course, he has an ever so slight knee bend, so you can get some somewhat dynamic-ish poses out of him if you're good at doing that sort of thing. I really am not. There it goes, unpegging again. So I'm not really gonna fool too much with it. I don't. Maybe I'm doing this. Man, I feel like I'm doing this wrong, because I know it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be coming apart so easily. So I think the horse head's supposed to be tucked in there. Maybe that's what was causing it. So there we go. I'm sure someone who's because like that's the thing, I really don't transform these things all that much. I'll leave them in robot mode. And it's funny, I'm spending the most time trying to make this right and make it look better, and it's my favorite, and it's like giving me the most problems, but that's kind of the skin of the game, I guess, or the skin of the game. The name of the game, the skin you have in the game, I don't know. I got a couple of things mixed up there. Either way, I really like the way this little guy looks. I like his little crazy horned helmet. He just looks like a little battle warrior, man. I think he's really awesome. So look at that, little yellow eyes. Again, a lot of translucent blue on this guy, but I feel the gunmetal is in areas that make up for it. He's just a shining little Viking warrior. So real quick, let's zoom all the way out and take a look at all of these sweet little basics in one shot, or let's get them close to being in one shot. So there we go. All right, and there they are. Gang's all here. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments about the Battle Unicorn, let me know. Hopefully you enjoy these little basics as much as I do. It's a very fun aspect of Beast Wars, I feel, that carried over into Beast Machines. Of course, there's others like Night Viper and Buzzsaw and Silverbolt, and I think that's it. So you do definitely have some pretty sweet options with these guys. And I think they're all very individual, very unique. Something I feel like in current toy lines, a lot of all the size classes, they all just kind of blend together with the same sort of aesthetic. So this is something I'd love to see a return to, is this all kind of weird, goofy, colorful, but not too crazy aesthetic. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.